Hey everyone, today I am back with some more Walmart planners. It is planner season. If you have been out right now, all of the stores have all of their school supplies, and I like this because I get to see, it's like a refresh of planners. We've seen some 2026, 2027 academics come out, and now we sort of are getting more. Maybe they're student, maybe they're not, but I found some that I wanted to show you. So first, I'm just gonna jump right in. This is a task planner, and this is really interesting if you just want a little itsy bitsy to-do list. This is $2.88, okay? This has no calendar. It is literally just this little booklet. You open it up and you can see on the left side, you get tasks, lots of space for it as a matter of fact, a space at the top to put today's date, and then important tomorrow I'm grateful for. If you're tracking your water, you can do that here. And then on the right side, there's a place for notes, and that's it. That is it. This is the entire, I don't know that I would even call it a planner per se. It's just a little notebook, but sometimes we have, like for me, I'm obsessed with, I've talked about this a million times because this is my longest, longest used, how do I even say it? It is the planner organizational item I have used for the longest amount of time. I'm on my 4th straight year of it, and it's because I work remotely. So I think if I were traveling around and going to work and whatever, I would need to keep my calendar in my planner, and I do keep some things in my phone. However, my hanging wall calendar, I use all the time. So really it could be argued that I don't need the calendar piece of my planner. So if you're like that, you keep a calendar in your phone, you have your work calendar, you have a hanging wall calendar like I do that I'm obsessed with. Each year it gets harder to find, and I don't know why. Last year somebody asked me for the link and it was gone. Like I found one randomly on Amazon that shipped from Office Depot, but I digress. Anyway, I love this hanging wall calendar, but if you are like, I just need a little to-do notebook list situation, this is it. Now on that same note, there was this desk pad that I saw, and I think I've talked about this in a video a while ago, but I just wanted to show it. It's really pretty. Like I think it's very minimal, and it's got just a spot for weekly intentions, to-do lists, a spot for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. The weekend shares a spot. There is a little habit tracker at the bottom, and the desk pad is, I guess it's undated. It doesn't say the size, but I would say it's like, it's probably like an 8 by 10, 8 by 11. Oh wait, it does. I'm a liar. It is a 14 by 9.75. So it's a little bit bigger than what I was just describing, but it's a nice desk pad. Again, if you don't really need the calendar, you just want a to-do list situation. The first one I was just talking about a minute ago is a daily, and this one's a weekly. So lots of options if you're looking. All right, now I'm gonna show you a couple planners that I really like. I haven't seen these before. This is the Lish Creative for Blue Sky. Wow, talk about a floral. It's like a rainbow floral. It is so pretty. So you open it up, right away you get a little pocket folder in the front, which of course I like. You get the 2026, 2027 year at a glance calendars, some stickers, and a spot for what I am looking forward to this year. So you could, again, always reuse that for goals or whatever, but that's nice. And then you flip the page and you've got a 2026 vision mood board. So this says, what do you want to be into this year? Images, words, phrases. And so you can make your own mood board. And I kind of like that. I feel like a lot of people make it on poster board, or they go to a girls' night or something and they make it and they have like an actual paper, and this is kind of nice to have in your planner. I've never done a vision or a mood board. Maybe I will do one for 2027. I can't decide if I feel like that would be valuable. So if you have any insight on a vision board or a mood board, let me know. I don't want to make anyone mad by saying I don't think it's valuable. I got some hate for saying that I don't like bullet journals. They're like, you missed the point of a bullet journal. I'm like, okay, well, Pinterest says otherwise. But anyway, I don't know that sitting down and doing a vision board would be helpful for me, but if you have any advice, I would love to hear it. But if you are into vision boards, you could put one in your planner here. And then on the next page, I think this is really interesting too, you get a yearly tracker. So you can use this page to track your habits, the weather, the color of your clothing, or literally anything else you think about every day. See, I would love to do a weather tracker, not what the actual weather is, but if I liked the weather or not. I mean, July, August, and September would just be me mad, I don't like this at all. So anyway, I do love a yearly tracker though, because if you can maintain it, they're really fun to look back at. Now we have a monthly outlook, and then this is the weekly. The weekly has the 3 cherries on the top of your to-do list. I guess those would be priorities. You get a really nice line space and then a dotted space. Weekly movement. There's a song of the week. That is so fun. I've never seen that before. We always get inspirational quotes. We get a little, gratitude, a productivity tip, but I've never seen a song of the week. Shut up and dance, walk the moon. All right, so that's a song of the week here. And then we've got currently creating, watching, playing, eating. So that's a little glimpse in time. I like those for when you keep your planner and you look back in 10 years and you're like, oh, gives me a little idea of what I was doing. And then we've got Monday through Sunday. These boxes on the right side are all the same size, which is good in case you need your weekend space. And then a reason to smile this week, which is awesome. You've got tabs and yeah, it's a great planner. So this one's really cute. It's a nice medium size and could be a good option if you're looking for a new 2026-2027 planner. Now this one is a pretty floral one. It is a See It Bigger planner. And it's really funny because I was at Walmart with my mom when I was looking at these planners and she's like, ooh, a See It Bigger planner. Like I like a See It Bigger planner. Like I need that. And I was thinking like, yeah, no, it's cute. Like I like it, but I was like, I don't need it. And then I'm reminded of my husband looking at my font size when I'm reading a book on my phone. It is like all the way up. And I'm like, maybe I do need to See It Bigger planner. So anyway, I really like these because they are obviously font size is bigger, but there's a lot of space in them. So this is a large planner, but it's not thick. So it would be easy to travel with, easy to take with you, easy to throw into like that laptop spot of your backpack. And it's got just the basics here. So you've got personal information. There is also insurance contacts, household contacts, medical contacts, financial contacts. So lots of space to write your information there if you like to do that. There are 2026, 2027, and 2028 calendars and the holidays for 2026 and 2027, some upcoming events space. And then, like I said, it's really straightforward. This monthly is so nice. Again, basics. You've got Sunday to Saturday, a space on the right side for notes. And then when you go to the weekly, again, very basic. You've got space Monday to Thursday on the left, Friday, Saturday, Sunday on the right with a note spot and just plenty of space to write. There's note space in the back, a contact space in the back, passwords, you know how I feel about that. And then I haven't seen this either in a planner, but I really like this. It is a recommendation spot. Movies, TV, books, music, restaurants, and travel. So what I like about this is that sometimes people recommend stuff to you and you forget all about it. And I'm like, that would be fun if you use it. So anyway, that's the See It Bigger planner and I really like that. Now, lastly, we have this Boss Babe for Blue Sky and it's got a really unique pattern cover, which I like. And again, the front of it's got that pocket folder, which is great. The 2026, 2027 overview, and then a little overview on how to use the weekly dashboard, which of course is helpful if you know this type of layout, which I'll show you in a second. The weekly is not what you've normally had. And then there is a contact page in the front as well. So this monthly is just a little bit different. You get the regular Sunday to Saturday, but on the right side, you get, instead of a whole column for notes, you get a half column for notes and then space for goal tracking, which is nice because, you know, maybe you are setting year-long goals or 6-month goals, but what you really need is to look at chunks of those monthly so you know you're making progress. So I really like that. So this is the weekly. I love a weekly that looks like this. I really do. So the weekly has space Monday through Sunday on the left. And again, everything is the same size, which is great. The weekends don't have to share a box. And then you've got the space on the right for the weekly dashboard. So you've got the Monday through Sunday on the weekly dashboard. You've got 5 spaces for habits and goals. You've got a box for a task and if you want to delegate it to somebody, gratitude, and a self-care practice. So I like when you have what is going on the weekday on one side, and then you've got your extras, maybe a note space, goals, whatever on the right, because I just like how you open it up and you see everything all at once, but they're separate. So that is great. Then in the back, you get a little note space, some holidays for 2026, 2027. And that's it. So Walmart is continuing to put out planners. Actually, everybody's putting out all their planners right now. I really, really need to get to Staples because I feel like Staples this time of year has just the best 2026, 2027 planners, but also their student selection. Well, at least last year it was amazing. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, like, subscribe, and I will see you next time. And if it is almost back to school time for you like it is for us, happy back to school season, which is my favorite time of year.